I recently bought this cheap 2001 Jaguar XJ8 at a police auction in New Jersey. The auction was sight unseen. You weren't allowed on the auction lot. All you could do was go by the 8 or so crummy photos they provided in the listing. Cosmetically though, when the car arrived, it's exactly as I expected. It really was. Interior wise, it's a trash pit, literally trash pit. I don't know if something died in there. I don't know if somebody was living in it, but it's a mess in there. And of course the engine's jammed up as well. But today is my opportunity to go through the interior, shovel out all that crap, and see what we find, see if there's anything interesting. I got my trusty gloves, I got the trash can, and so let's get into it. I thought we'd start in the trunk first because when I first took a peek in here, when I first got the car, there was two things that really stood out to me. This, coolant and power steering fluid. Both of those gives me the sense that there's bigger issues with the engine than just, say, a stuck timing chain. So there is some coolant left in here, and I could certainly use that on another car at some point. Looks like it's green, so that's good to have. One thing I'm nervous about with going through all this bags is finding something illegal. I really don't want to come across drugs. I don't want to get stuck with a needle. That's why I have heavier gloves on. You know what that's for. Clear coat, we'll keep that, a bottle, and I'm going to take a guess on how many bottles I'm going to find in this trash pit. And you know what? The inside, underwear, wonderful. A cord, always need a cord, but considering what it was touching, I don't think I'm going to keep that. Oh, Med Express, that's interesting. East Brunswick, New Jersey. Patient came in with chest pain, exacerbated. Sean. Chocolate, anybody want some? A 2008, oh, Bible verses. All right. Brake fluid, another interesting sign. Headrest, I don't think these go to this car though. More bottles, ah, there we go. That's what I'm expecting to see. I hope that's Gatorade. An umbrella, which I could use on a day like today. Baby powder. More flyers. Spaghetti. Change, we got money. More flyers. What, does this guy work there? Gluten plan? Oh, he must have been selling. Oh, I see. He was driving the car to locations, selling the products. I understand. Lidocaine. This makes me suspicious. This, I'm going to take in, and I can get $18 for that old battery. I'm going to do that. I'm going to get some money back on that. I'm going to take out the new battery that I bought also, and get my $110 back on that. A battery charger, which, you know what, I'm going to take that with me. That's a keeper. Rubbing compound, that's a keeper. Take that. I'm not sure. Oh, gluten plans. Okay, so more products. And kind of what I'm expecting, liquor bottles, pack of cigarettes, empty of course, and more liquor bottles. I think that's a knife. Whoa, look at that. Nice. That is a keeper. I'll take that. Probably what's a really cheap amplifier. Can't even see the brand on it. Phoenix Gold. Oh, that's got to be top quality there. Underneath the spare tire cover, I've got more paint, which I don't know what that's about. More loose change, which goes in my pocket. And underneath the spare, there we go. What do we have? Some tools, plastic bag, toothbrush. Here, anything? Is that the fuel tank? That's weird. All right, that was enough fun on the trunk. Let's get inside. All right, so not a jackpot in the trunk at all, but I did make $2.01. I've got $18 in the battery, and I'm going to return my battery. I got some extra coolant and some spray paint. Let's get inside the back. Let's start there. Some of you guys had commented on the last video about this car that the engine being jammed up is probably just the tip of the iceberg. And you know what? You're probably right. After seeing the coolant in the trunk, the power steering fluid, I think there's bigger issues than just the timing chain. And so what I had done is I snapped some pics of the car, put it on Facebook Marketplace, told them the engine's jammed up, but I'm selling the car whole. And you know, surprisingly, a bunch of people had contacted me wanting to see it this weekend. So It's actually really good timing to get in here and get this all cleaned out. At least it present a little better. All right, let's get going. More liquor bottles. More toothbrushes. The man likes vodka. I'm so surprised I haven't come across any pill bottles, no drugs, not even any porn. Ooh, granola bars. I'm hungry too. More liquor bottles, drink bottles, more change. I'll take that. And bills, invoices, cigarette wrappers, socks, towels, medical bills, bank statements, a birth certificate. Breaks my heart. You know, the back seat of this Jaguar has a nice little honey hole of souvenirs. Check it out. A cup full of change. I can't wait to count that up. I've got the other square to the wire, a second cell phone, license plates, an ungodly number of bottles. Let's get in front. Yummy. It's a bagel. Gross. Ah, look at that. So check this out. I got the front pretty cleaned out. Look. It's presentable, right? Found a few interesting things. A second square, which I'm happy about. Credit card. I see that and I think it's stolen. And a few more dollars in change. Oh, and added to the bottle collection too. Yeah. All right, still more to go. Come on. Tell you what, this is the first time I've gotten to sit in the seats, and it's comfortable. It really is. It's a really attractive car. I'm so disappointed. I really am. We have aspirin, key, good to have. Oh, a ring. Class ring. Look at that. It kind of breaks my heart, you know. Does that say 1949? Yeah, I think it does. Kind of hurts my soul a little bit to see that, you know. And then I found these as well. I think they're worthless, but I think there's a ton of sentimental value that goes with this. Found some interesting things in there. Tons and tons of bank statements. All to a guy named Sean. I opened one. I guess I own it all. I guess it's okay for me to open the mail now. They're all overdrawn, you know, $150 overdrawn bank statements. I found the last will and testament for his brother. Apparently Sean is the brother of this gentleman who passed away. That class ring, I'm wondering if that's his or maybe it's his dad's. I found the purchase invoice for this car from 2008. It must have been sold from the original owner and these guys bought it. And those things that I found in the center console, the ring and the pendants and so forth, I'm going to stuff them in an envelope, send them to the address that's listed in this will, and maybe they're important to somebody. And look at this. Oh, and more chapstick. I need more chapstick. It's right up there on the top, on the driver's side. I'm glad to find that. Look, I'm done here. I'm glad to get the car cleaned out. But before we go, take a look at the number of bottles up here and give me a guess. The liquor bottles, the water bottles, juice bottles, soda bottles, all of it. Just throw a number somewhere in the comment section. Let me know what you think your guess is. Whoever's closest, I'm going to pull out whatever merch I have around the house. I got some t-shirts, some window stickers, things like that. And I'll send out some merch to the person who's closest. So I appreciate you joining me. Interesting some of the things you find in an auction car, and I'll see you on the next video.